Happy morning, everyone. Happy morning. This is Coach Tan in the house together with Safina from Sen International, India. Which part of India, Safina?
Bangalore.
Bangalore. Okay, I've been to Bangalore. Yay. And of course, Safina is also in the area of coaching and training as well. Today, our topic is talking about procrastination.
Yeah.
Procrastination is the mother of all bad habits. And if you are out there, if any one of you are stuck, and if any one of you are not making the progress that you like to see, and if any one of you have this difficulty with procrastination, you keep on postponing, keep on delaying, keep on pushing, you have 1,001 excuses for not making it. This session will be a good sharing session for you. So just stay tuned. We're going to get some tips and we're going to learn some ways so that we can actually solve our procrastination. Before we move on, I like Safina. Maybe Safina, why don't you give a short introduction about yourself?
All right. Good morning, everyone. I'm Safina from India, and I'm from Bangalore. I run a company called SANS International. Basically, I'm a psychologist, coach, and entrepreneur. I'm in this journey from past 8 years. And today I happened to talk with Coach Tan, and we were just having an interesting conversation. During this conversation, we were just decided suddenly, like, hey, why don't we just go live so that we can start sharing? And the most important thing that I learned from while I was conversing with Coach Tan is like, I have been a selfish by not sharing the information. So why I need to procrastinate myself in pushing and just sharing my things. So I thought like this is the best time that I can start sharing. So that's how I'm here.
Fantastic, Safina. In fact, Safina come to me this morning with complaint about herself that she's been procrastinating to do a video and to do live and to do a podcast and so on. And here you go. We stopped one problem. We are live now on Facebook. Is an immediate action together with Safina. So
Yeah.
Safina, what exactly normally bothering you when you give yourself the excuse to push so that you have another day to do so-called that job that you want to do?
Basically, like most of the people, I'm sure, like agree with this. Like when it comes to someone, okay, so we always feel that we will have to do the work, but when it comes to ourselves, it's like an alarm. Okay, we keep snoozing by saying, "Okay, no, we will do it tomorrow. We will do it afternoon. Let me do it tomorrow because I'm not perfect. I'm not looking good. Okay, so something is bothering, something is stuck. So this is not proper. That is not proper. So one of the main reason why people procrastinate and when they come to me also is like they look for the perfection, but we always forget perfection is not the key for everything. It's a progress. Okay,
Yes.
so yeah, so when we keep progressing, so perfection keeps coming. Yeah,
Mm,
this is one of the things. So we I mean, usually what happens in a coach life or like when we are coaching to the people, we always hold them accountable for whatever we do. But when it comes to ourselves, again, I repeat, it's like an alarm. Okay, we keep snoozing things like, okay, no, let me not do it today. I will do it tomorrow. Okay. So why all of these things happens? Because the main reason is like maybe we have not understood the purpose. Why do we want to do it?
mhm,
And if we have understood the purpose, then we have no awareness like how do we need to proceed.
mm.
Okay, and the strong factor is a why factor. Okay,
Very good.
anything that we set, if we have a strong why factor, okay, then we automatically do. And at the same time, I would want to share another point. This entire pandemic has set an example
Mm.
that procrastination is like we never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Okay,
Sure.
so everything is
Yeah.
just happening like this in spite of these things which is happening around us. And if we close our eyes and if we don't see what's happening, then we keep doing this.
Yeah.
Okay, but the day we open our eyes and we start doing it automatically, we will stop the habit of pushing things and we hold accountable to ourselves. See,
Sure.
when you have the strong purpose of whatever that you wanted to do,
Mm.
hold accountable to yourself by giving a stronger purpose, by giving a stronger why to it, then
Yep.
automatically you will do it.
Very
But the
good.
moment
Thank you.
you wait for a people to hold accountable, again, it's like it's not your dream, it's someone else's dream. So
Yeah.
with this,
So the
I have
tip number
taken,
one, tips number
yes,
one is must have a strong purpose, the
right,
why you want to do certain thing. And you
right,
know the consequences is if you keep on procrastinate, you will not get what you want.
right,
And that is not going to be making you happy and you're going to
yes,
continue to stuck where you are. Okay?
correct.
Now, the other
Correct.
aspect is we know sometimes people are well aware. They are well aware they need to do this, they need to do that, they need to accomplish this, but still they don't do any action.
Yeah.
Until the day they start making the action, there is no result as whatever they promised. And how will that action take place, Safina? For
Okay,
you.
see, automatically when we have a strong purpose and why, okay, so what we must do is we really need to have understand, create an awareness to ourselves. Why is this important?
Hmm.
Why is this important? What is it that I'm going to create when I do this? Okay, is
Hmm.
it helping me out? Is it just I'm doing it just
Okay.
for the sake of doing it? How this is going to help? For an example,
Hmm.
I was just pushing myself, I wanted to do the podcast, but I was just pushing myself. I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it day after tomorrow. I
Yeah.
started
So
couple of
what
times.
trigger you to start committing it now?
Yeah, so I have basically understand, okay, so if I keep pushing, which means that sometimes, see, I started something, I have just left that, and
Yeah.
I'm creating another competitor for me to pick
Mm-hmm.
up that and just go and do. And then
Aha.
I'm sitting and I'm cribbing myself, oh shit, this was my idea and I didn't do, and he started doing.
Hmm.
Okay, instead of blaming, it is who you are supposed to take the journey forward,
Sure.
right? So just like that, when we have a strong purpose, it is really very necessary for us to understand why this is important.
Hmm.
And when you know why this is important, give the reason for, like, how do you need to start? Okay,
Hmm.
like give the target to yourself. Okay, so I have taken a target to myself. Today is the 8th. By 15th of July, I will have to have my podcast and 2 videos ready. And I'm no
Okay.
more gonna procrastinate. I'm no
4
more.
podcasts and 2
Yes,
videos. Okay.
yes. And I'm not gonna push that again.
All right. Wonderful. Now, initially, Safina, when we first talked, you say you only want to do 2 podcasts and 1 video.
Yeah,
How does that transformation take place from 2 become 4 and 1
yeah,
video become 2 video? In fact, while doing this live together with me, you have completed 1 video.
right,
So
exactly.
you can actually do more. So I
Yeah,
experienced many times people tend to just do a small goal, but that
yes,
doesn't really challenge them at all. And
right.
they actually have tendency to set a too small steps. So what say you about this?
Okay, well, this is a very interesting question that you asked me. Okay, so before I could go ahead and answer for that, I would want to answer for this also. Like,
Yeah.
the goal should be the goals who triggers from inside and
Mm,
wakes you up even if you are like sleeping.
mm,
Okay, it should be in that way. Okay, the moment you limit yourself, like I wanted to do two, you are limiting yourself. There is no interest in doing that. Okay,
mm.
when you take a challenge of doing it more, okay, automatically your energy will shift.
Sure.
Okay, and at the same time, the mistakes what people are doing at the same time, including me until now,
Mm,
okay, people look for the perfection when they wanted to do. Okay, and they always look for the perfection. And the second thing that they look is what people think about me if I go somewhere wrong. Okay, and we always forget that what people think about me, which means you are giving too much importance to yourself, where everyone is thinking the same thing what people think about me. Okay. But the
So you are
fact is,
talking
the
about
moment
whether
I
people will like what you do or not. Okay.
yes,
So it is
and
like in Malaysia we call this face or your face value.
yeah,
Sometimes you are
right,
worried how will people look at you, how people feel about you. But on the other
right,
hand, if you have something valuable to share and you
yeah,
can give this love to all, what's
yes,
stopping you to do it? So that's why sometimes I say, don't be so selfish. You have so much to give. Let's share with the whole world so that the
right.
world will benefit from what you have.
Right, exactly. So we should always start sharing our knowledge. And at the same time, our goals should trigger us from inside to wake up and
Yeah,
get up and go and do it. So in that way, I have shifted from 2 to 4. The moment I was like 2, I didn't have that much of energy. I was
very
like,
good.
okay, let me do it 2 and see how does it go, and then
Mhm.
I go for 4. But the moment I took a challenge, like, no, I'm not going to do it 2, I'm going to do 4, and I'm going to do 2
You feel
videos.
the
Okay,
excitement,
so
excited
yeah,
about it.
exactly. So the
Okay.
whole energy shifts.
All right, Shafina. So just let's summarize. We say the first thing must have a very strong purpose. Then the second one, we must make sure that everything is about progress, milestone, action. No matter how
Yes,
small, is better than no steps. So you have
right,
to make that progress. And the
right.
third, set a bigger goal. Don't set a small
Yes,
goal. If
small
you
goal.
set too small, doesn't give you that kind of excitement, and you may not even do it at all. Okay? Or when you achieve it, you don't feel happy about it because
Happy.
it's just a small goal. But if you set a big goal, you have such a satisfaction.
Right.
Wow, I can do it. You know, Coach Tan say you can, but only if you think you can do it. Okay? But there is one more missing part, I think very important that many people sometimes forgot. We already
Okay.
have purpose, we are doing the progress, we
Yes.
actually set up our big goal,
Bigger goal.
yeah, bigger
Yeah.
goal, but they don't make a proper plan. That means their
Yeah.
plan is just like, yeah, I know. It is like in the mind, you know. Yeah, I have it, but I never pen it down. I never write it down. I never detail down. So what do you think? A planning is so important, isn't it?
Okay, so along with the planning, it is very important when we are planning. So, as you mentioned, like detailing it, okay,
Mm,
when we are setting a bigger goal, we should always have a staircase method, okay?
mm,
It's as simple as that. If I want to reach to the highest staircase, that is
mm,
like 100, then
mm.
I need to know how to I need to step from 1 2 3 10 20 30 40. So whatever the bigger goals that you have, start giving it in the staircase method, which actually helps you and motivates you to achieve that bigger goals. Okay,
Sure.
so this is really very important when it comes to the planning.
If you
Yeah,
remember yesterday when one of my so-called life that I do when I was driving home,
right.
I
Yes,
just said this question: how do you actually eat an elephant?
yeah,
Can you just take the whole elephant, which is actually maybe 10 times bigger than you, in one bite and put into your mouth? Doesn't make sense. But you can eat the whole elephant a bite
yeah,
at a time, and you could completely finish the elephant. I don't know how many days, maybe
yeah,
months, but still you are making that progress. Yeah.
correct.
So it's very important, and I really loved having Sapina today together with me live. This is not planned. It's just
Yes,
after the short coaching session with Sapina just now. And I thought that Sapina have this experience from my coaching session. You should share this with all. So Sapina,
yeah,
maybe you like to give a short experience from what we started,
yes,
and before
yes,
we end, what exactly the take home that you get from the session that
yes.
we had?
Yeah, see, this whole session was first of all not planned. Okay, I wasn't aware that okay we are going live. Okay, and being me as I mean psychologist and as well as a coach. Okay, so I coach people. Okay, but I never thought that okay, so I would be taking any kind of a personal coaching apart from my business coaching. So this morning, Tan coach asked me, okay, so what is it that we can discuss today, and since already you are a coach, I said like I'm really not sure about what is it that we wanted to discuss, but at the same time, yes, I wanted to discuss something about procrastination, which I'm doing it for myself. Okay, so the kind of a conversation went so well. Okay, and so many things were going back of my mind. I took up a challenge right from 2 to 4 podcast and 2 videos, from 1 to 2 videos. Okay, so this whole session has actually how it has means, okay, so when you keep pushing things, which means that you don't have a stronger purpose.
Mhm.
Okay, and you're looking for the perfection again. So now I'm not looking for the perfection, even though I have a stronger purpose. So what I'm thinking is, why is this important for me?
Mm.
So I know why is this important for me. So I have taken my target today to complete my 4 podcasts in next 2 weeks with 2 videos. What is it that you are taking a commitment to yourself, which you are not able to do until now? You have been pushing. And remember, guys, this is the best time. This entire pandemic has taught
Yeah.
us so many things. So I am taking a challenge for myself, what I wanted, and I am holding an accountable for myself along with Coach Dan for achieving.
Yay. I
What
give
is
you a
it that
like.
you are going to do? Yes. Type it in the comment.
Yeah, Safina, do you know
Yes,
that you just did step number 5?
right.
The step number 5 is, guys, if you have anything at all that you are procrastinating, let's share it with the whole world. Let the
Right.
whole world know you are committed to do it. Let the whole world know that you are the person who gonna accomplish it yourself without further procrastination.
Right.
So
Right.
announce it, announce it, announce it. The more people you tell, the more you are going to complete this. And Safina have announced it. In 2 weeks,
Yes.
I'm going to see 4 podcasts from her and 2 more additional video plus this
Right.
one today that I just did it together with her, what we call without planning. And
Yeah.
I hope all of you get all the 5 tips today. Happy day. I hope all of you learn enough. If you want to get more, please look for Self Mastery Coach under the Facebook page or website, and we will be in touch. All right. So
Yes.
thank you, Safina. Thank you so
So
much.
much. Thank
Yeah. So
you.
everybody, thank you so much. So let's just end the live here.